Well, hey, this is Richard Schneider with Antennas Direct, coming to you from historic Springfield, Illinois. We're in downtown Springfield at the end of the great race on day 3. So we are actually traveling around the country in an Aston Martin, 1966 Aston Martin, as part of the great race. But we're killing 2 birds with 1 stone. We've brought a ClearStream 4 antenna with us, and every city we stop in, we're actually doing a channel scan, and we want to see how many channels we can get in every city. And the purpose of this is to help educate people that you don't have to pay for digital television. Every market, no matter how large, no matter how small, is going to have some digital broadcasts, and you don't have to pay for them. And so we're going to pull out the ClearStream 4 tonight, and we're going to do a channel scan, and we're going to see how many channels we get. Now, we pulled out Antenna Point, and Antenna Point says that the majority of the broadcast towers are 20 miles to 40 miles that way, about north of here. And when I say Springfield, Springfield is the 92nd largest market in the country out of 210, and Springfield includes Champaign and Decatur. So we're covering Springfield, Decatur, and Champaign. So come with us and watch us do a channel scan. We have here the Aston Martin DB6, and a lot of people confuse it for the James Bond car, which is a DB5. This is a 1966. The Goldfinger car was a 64 DB5, and this is actually objectively a better car. So it has about 30 to 40 more horsepower. It has a more sophisticated suspension system. And one of the biggest visual differences is this little flip cam tail here, which helps keep the rear end on the ground at speeds over 100 miles an hour. So the old DB5 and DB4 have a habit of wiggling around at speed. It also has a little more legroom. They stretch the chassis by a couple of inches, so the wheelbase is a little bit longer. They added an oil cooler because the original one had a propensity for overheating. So one of the more telltale signs you'll see on a DB6 versus a DB5 is the scoop under the front. There is a oil cooler. So that was an addition on the DB6. So objectively, this is just all around a better car than the DB5. And I'm sorry if you have a DB4 or a DB5. All I can say is, yep, you should have studied harder in school. So there you go. You'll notice a couple of differences. Is the enlarged oil cooler, an enlarged air inlet, and then under the hood is about 30 or 40 more horsepower they were able to get out of the engine. And the car, the windshield is raked. It's a little bit steeper raked for aerodynamics. And the lines, I think, are a little bit nicer flowing than and less upright than a DB5. And then the DB5, of course, the rear end would have curved down, which, while some might think that's pretty, added to killing a lot of their owners. So having this cam tail keeps the rear end more planted. And then you can actually fit adults in the back seat. That's another practical thing. So we're taking luggage as well as antennas across the country. And then, well, mother. Hold on. Don't record this. Okay, I had this in the trunk, and I'm picking it out. We're putting it on a tripod. Okay. Oh, you can stop. Hey, we've got the DB4. It's not a DB4. Hello. We've got the ClearStream 4 out of the trunk. of the Aston Martin, and we're going to be doing some channel scans here in Springfield, Illinois, downtown, beautiful downtown Springfield, Illinois, at the Parc Ferme for the great race. See how many channels we can get. So, wish us luck. Here we go. We got 50, 55. We got 55 channels. We're in beautiful downtown Springfield, Illinois, market number 92. And I got to meet Mrs. Springfield last night. She's actually crowned Miss Route 66. And I was pleased to inform her you can get 55 digital channels in the Springfield market. Market number 92. So we did a channel scan last night, and that includes Decatur and Champaign. So we are departing here from the hotel here in downtown, and we're on Route 66 with the company Aston Martin. And we've been bringing a ClearStream 4 with us as we go along. We've been driving around the country with our beautiful and lovely ClearStream 4. And so we were able to get able to get channels north of here in Decatur and Champaign, about 20 to 45 miles away. So 55 channels is really good for a middle market. I don't even know if we can get 55 channels in St. Louis, Missouri. So we're going to be heading on the road here. We're running really rich, so we're going to be changing spark plugs probably about twice a day until we figure out why the carbs are running so rich. So no idling for us. But anyways, this is Richard with Antennas Direct. And again, the results for this channel scan was 55 digital channels. So on to the next stop and keep wishing us luck. Thank you.